Hello, everyone. Um, Informed consent is a very important thing, not just in what we're studying to become as professionals, but uh, when it comes to anything that we may do in a professional career. In my current field, informing the client about the purpose of interviews goes a long way in getting them to trust you and developing a open communication relationship with them. In regards to the informed consent for this video blog, um, I did a search for personal counseling informed consent forms, and I found one that touched on a lot of the points that were in the presentation, but did not touch on a lot of them. There was some things left out of it in regards to payment expectations, and really going into what the confidentiality really looked like. Um, it was a pretty standard blank form for me in New York State. The guidelines are pretty much in line with the ACA. The rights that are discussed on the website for New York State, um, you know, uh, re- the right to receive competent professional services, verifying credentials and experience, uh, the right to refuse services that are offered, knowing that the records will be confidential and maintained. It does go on to say that uh, there is a possibility within reasonable accommodations for disabilities, or that there will be some consultation between other colleagues and supervisors. Um, I thought it was great that it actually went into, for New York State, it went into the process of how to file a complaint. Um, if the person is feeling like their rights have been violated, it goes through that as a guideline for the informed consent. Um, it goes a little more in depth about the requirements to report based on information that's given during uh, counseling, um, suspected child abuse, maltreatment, crimes, um, and being in compliance with state and federal laws and regulations. And then, of course, services in your practice, as well as situations in which you may seek the patient's consent to consult with other licensed colleagues, like stated before. One of the articles that I looked up and read, entitled "Privacy and Confidentiality in School Counseling," by Glazoff and Pate, discussed the challenges of being a school counselor and the definition of a client and confidentiality, because you're both working with the students and the parents. You're also a employee of the school, so having those clear cut lines and expectations of confidentiality of services, that's really something, especially when you're working with kids, that you want to have up front. So those were the items that I found. Of course, the link to the article and stuff will be in the references for this video. But I'm interested to see what other kind of regulations and stuff that you guys found, and looking forward to speaking with you in turn and hearing from you. So have a good night, and we'll talk to you later.